Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. They'll roll him out. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. He completes it right side to White. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brady. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's got room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brady. And a dump off to White. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
He's got a man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles are back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. On the move to his left. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Now Brady. And break. The tight end's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Brady to Gage for a Tampa first. Now Brady. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly.
And this is going to be intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Brady going to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins from 8 yards out, and the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a play fake, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Fournette again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Steps away to his left, and he will not be able to get rid of the football. He's sacked. And let the second guessing begin as this remains a tie game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second down, back to Sanders. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Room here to run. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go again with Sanders. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To throw is Brady. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Airing it out deep for Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Out to his left. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort